this is a showcase. So these are students from the Harvard Graduate School of Design. These are urban planning students. And this is a class called Lynn, Greater Gateway. We've been working since late January, basically, here in Lynn. And the idea was to think about what does it mean to be a gateway city. Lynn's a gateway city. One of the best things about it is how diverse it is. And how do you think about investments in transportation, in housing and so forth? How do you tailor those investments to really benefit people who are new Americans?
My project today is focused on urban heat in Lynn. So during the summer, Lynn is heating up a lot. Sometimes it's even hotter than some of the hottest neighborhoods in Boston. And so my entire project is basically saying that we need to start tying the technical solutions to urban heat with really meaningful community engagement, because we know that with urban heat, different vulnerable populations are going to experience heat differently. Some of the solutions that I've had here are falling into the buckets of mitigation or management for urban heat. So we have things like green roofs, painting roadways with paint, having permeable surfaces, but then we also have interventions that manage heat, re-envision what some of those hottest places are, as well as Lynn Commons, which is currently serving as a bit of an oasis for urban heat.
My project is focused on scenario planning for equitable growth in downtown Lynn. This is a neighborhood that has a large percentage of immigrants, of refugees, of communities of color, of lower income communities, and a major challenge that the city is facing right now is that a lot of this new development is market rate. And so what I'm proposing are really kind of a number of sort of scenario plans to take 3 districts in downtown Lynn right now, these 3 parcels right here, publicly owned parcels as sites of new development for downtown. So using these to create new value in terms of more market rate house, or more affordable housing, to create more green space, and to use these to create value, to generate interest, to have more affordable housing, to really leverage and take advantage and direct this motivation, to direct this desire for growth within Lynn, to make it a more livable place, make it a more affordable place for everyone that's there today.
We're trying to create access to the waterfront. The waterfront of Lynn has a lot of development that's proposed in the future. It also has 2 huge barriers that block people from accessing it easily: the Lynnway and the railway. And so what we're proposing with our project is creating an easy way for residents to get from West Lynn to the waterfront. First, the phase is to take advantage of the existing components that are on the site. But what we're proposing is actually using all these disparate parts that are disparate components on the site and kind of combining them with this civic spine. Continue it over the bridge. So we're proposing they change the site, which is right now proposed at the end of the river, to actually move it up here. Use it as a way to go over the railway and cross the first physical barrier we mentioned, and then continue down all the way past the auto body shop. So we're proposing that with our project, it's inclusive of the future development and actually encourages the future development to still think about the community. And lastly, we propose that it goes all the way down and extends to the fishing pier.
Visit lyntv.org/news for videos, press releases, interviews, and more, all for free.